Welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm for episode 24 with me, MrSealyp. It's 11:25, it's late autumn, we are almost halfway through our last realistically workable day. So I've got a few jobs to do. First off is to jump into the JCB 260 with the ray board on the front. Starting the engine would be a good job, wouldn't it? Turn that on and then we'll drop down the plough section, then make sure it's enabled to actually plough. This is the last section that needs to be done, and then my old field 57 this side will be joined with my new field. Well, I'm not going to give it a number 57A because it will all be one field now, so it'll be just 57, just a larger version of. And then I'm going to need to get out, I've got the fertiliser spreader is there. The whole thing pretty much has had a fertiliser spread. I'm going to then cultivate it and then maybe slurry it, I think, on top. So that will give me 2 states already before I even think about putting anything into it. And all those lovely nutrients can be working in the soil over the winter. Well, that said, it'll probably freeze straight away, but anyway, so that's that bit done. That's been needing to be sorted. Now I was thinking actually of maybe running another strip down the side of here just to widen this a little bit. I've got plenty of space, but I don't know whether or not, because of the fence, anything you set a worker on will kind of keep stalling because it's registering the fence. I need to get rid of the trees that side as well at some point, but you know, that will come later on. So cultivating will need to be done. I'll probably do that off screen. There might be a little bit of a mini time lapse montagey type thing, we shall see, but onwards and upwards. What I have also done at the farm, because I've now got the sheep doing fine, we've now got pigs and they're doing fine, I'm preparing for cows. Like I say, preparations for winter. By the time the weather starts to get a bit rubbish, and if you look up the top right hand corner, tomorrow is saying snow, Thursday is saying sunshine, the temperature is going to be very low. Problem is, after that, if you look at Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all of them are saying rain. So after my winter period, as soon as I hit spring, it's all raining. That's rubbish. So I'm trying to get some jobs done now. That's probably the best bet. Actually, I have no idea why I've just brought this over here, because I'm going to need it over with the Scorpion King, aren't I, if I carry on doing forestry in the winter. So let's pop this here. That was a silly thing to do, wasn't it? I can take that back over there. So what I've done is already started making preparations for cows. The Brantners just inside here. Lovely. I have put some grass in. I have put straw bedding in. And I've put water in. So that's all kind of ready to go. Depends how many cows I start off with, because obviously if I buy a load of cows, that's just going to be a drop in the ocean. But at least there's something here ready to go. Gates are closed. Roller door I could do with, I suppose, just closing it, because it's going to be winter and I don't want snow blowing in, do I? But that's the preparations done. The reason being, if I go into my menu again and scroll across to my economy page, and then we go all the way down until I get to cows. The winter, I mean, obviously the cheapest point to get them is summer 1. Summer 1 is the lowest price possible. That said, winter is low, or the lowest I'm going to have until I get back to summer 1. And I do want to get some cows kind of on the go. So probably in winter 2, because winter 2, winter 3, negligible in price difference. Although weirdly enough at the moment, autumn 3 is the highest. That's weird, but anyway. So yeah, I am going to get some cows, but I was just preparing. So in order to prepare fully, I need to make some total mix ration. I have got everything I need in this silo. I've got my hay, got my straw, got my silage, and there are varying different combinations you can use. Some people will swear blind they will only ever use silage and straw. Some will use straw and hay, or some won't use straw at all, just silage and hay. I can never remember. There are so many different versions. And I always have comments saying, I don't know why you bother with... I think it's normally straw, but I don't know why you bother with straw. So the three ingredients are going to be straw, hay and silage. I use the straw because it pads it out. It's easy to get off the fields. Yes, we can use it for bedding, but I can also use it for the Powerfood total mix ration, and that's just the combination I do it in. I normally do 1 part straw, 1 part silage to 2 parts hay. That's just how I do it. So I need a piece of machinery now. That's my next purchase. Another reason why I was doing all the forestry, because I knew that before winter hit I wanted to get some total mix ration made. Because now I've done all my harvesting, there's not really a huge amount of work for me to do. So I thought I'd use the time wisely, get a load of total mix ration made. I can put it into the silo, and then I'm ready for cows when I want to get them. So, new machinery. Stick another log on the fire. Lovely. Now, while I've been in here having a cup of tea, I was on the blower to the store. The piece of machinery is fairly slow, and I couldn't work out to get it onto a trailer, if I'm honest. So they've delivered it for me. Hopefully. Why are the lights on? And the doors are all open. What is going on? So, this piece of machinery is going to help greatly. Close the door, otherwise we're going to let all the heat out. So, it should be down here. Aha! So, feeder wagon, mixer wagon, food mixer wagon, whatever you want to call it. This is a different one. This is Siloking Prestige 22 cubic meters. This is larger than the standard ones. This is by ARM team. And if we look into my handy store tablet thing, under animals we've got the standard in-game trailed line duo, which is 16,000 litres. We've got the self-line compact, which is 13,000 litres. And then we've got the Prestige 22 cubic metre. This is the one from ARM team. It's 150,000 to buy, but it's a 32,000 litre capacity. 175 horsepower, so it's a little bit more than the last one. And this is going to be worth its weight in gold, and you shall see why in a moment. Now, if I remember the controls... Nope, not that. There we go. Don't think I need that at the moment, though. All that for the time being. I will lift that just out of the way. So, heading up to the bunker. Not the bunker. The silo. Let's get the beacon on. And this is why this is going to be worth its weight in gold. One is twice the capacity of the 16,000 litre trailed line. So that's going to make it absolutely brilliant. Now, what you often find with trailers, if you try to make total mix ration and you go underneath the silo pipe like so, you will only get one crop in there. With most of the silos you can put straw in or grass in or hay, but then it won't let you put another crop in there, which makes life a bit of a nightmare. If I do L3 and then decide to put in... Now, if I've got 32,000 litres, with the ratio I want to do, I'm going to be doing 8,000 litres straw. So let's do 8,000 litres of straw. Just over, that's fine. Now, that's normally it. Then you have to load it up with buckets or conveyor belts, whatever. But not so with this little beauty, the Prestige. If I press L3 again, I can put the next crop in. Hay I need double, so I'm going to need 16,000 litres of this. This should take me to about 24,000. So I put this in until it gets to 24,000. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And then lastly, press L3 again, and I put in my silage. And it should change colour, and I've got 32,000 litres of total mixed ration with very little effort at all. Fantastic. Now what I am going to do, the first load I'm going to put into the cow shed. I'm not sure which side this comes out of. Hang on. Tip side right. Okay. So you can see all the bars are green. Nice mix. Put it on tip side right. So what should happen now is we'll unload that. While checking the menu for animals, you'll now see that because I've done the water, the straw, the grass already, my silage, hay and power food, and it's that weird thing that with cows, I've just made power food, but when you put it in, it splits it between power food and the silage and hay. So even if you fill up your silage and hay, when you put your TMR in, it still splits it. I think it's like 2/3 to 1/3 roughly. So all of my bars are now in the green. I'm ready for animals. I'm ready for cows. Now what I am going to do with the rest of this is put it into storage. And the great thing is I can continue making total mixed ration as easily as that. And because the silo will hold total mixed ration, I can make a whole load of it, store it, and then when I need it, I just come and collect total mixed ration, and I'm good to go. So let's tip this in. And when I go back under the pipe, it should give me the option, and I should have just over 6,000 litres of total mixed ration sitting in storage, ready to go. So, straw, wood chips, chaff, hay, grass, total mixed ration, 6,792 litres. Now I don't want to take that back out again. What I'm going to do is carry on making some more. So 8,000 litres of this. Oh, look at that, spot on. 8,000 litres. Nice. Okay. Straw, 8,000 litres. And the last ingredient, hay. Fill it up. The bars are changing, and we are in the green. It will change colour, and there we are. Total mixed ration. This thing is brilliant. That's why I was doing all of the wood chipping. It's what I said before in the last episode. I wanted to buy the Man Agro truck, which I did, and this was the other piece of machinery I wanted. And then what I ended up doing was going a little bit overboard. But as it turned out, I didn't go overboard, because I was on about 300,000 before I started doing the logging and wood chipping overnight. I bought the truck, I bought pigs, I've bought this, and I'm about 100,000 up on where I was. So realistically, I did everything I needed to. Plus, I paid my loan back off again. So it's all good. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time preparing total mixed ration and putting that into storage. Then hopefully, as a farm, I'm good to go. So all the prep work during the season, during the year, of doing all that straw, all the straw swaths, all the hay making, even the grass making. I know people are saying grass isn't worth it. What's the point? Grass is easy to cut, easy to use, and I will feed the animals grass when I can. When I can't, I'll use hay. There's no point going to all the hassle of making hay when you can feed them grass. The hay will be for the winter when it's needed most, so it's all good. So I shall continue. Hay is 16 I need. This process could not be any easier. I've done it so many different ways on different Let's Plays. I've done it with buckets, I've done it dumping stacks of bales in, I've done it with conveyor belts, I've done it all different ways. And I have to say, this mod with this silo is by far the best way I've done it. Right, see you in a little while. Now, I have encountered a problem, a slight issue with the liquid storage facility which has been installed. I took this whole unit off the field 57 and my new bit, God, the sky's looking a bit grim, to slurry. So it was all ready to go, and I used the slurry and came back here to refill. I refilled that tank, no problem at all. It gave me the option of digestate or slurry, and I filled it. I then pulled forward with this, and it didn't give me an option to fill it. So I thought maybe I was missing something. I switched between vehicles and I unclipped the whole drag hose section, so I just had the slurry tank, and it will not fill from here. So I then took it over to Holger's farm, and it refilled no problem at all from the slurry store. So now my next test is, can I unload this into the storage? Which I'm not convinced I can, you know. It's not giving me any option at all for loading or unloading. So I'm thinking now then that this slurry tanker, whilst a great bit of kit, and it does go down incredibly quickly, although Alan did comment and say, interesting enough, if you hire a worker, the slurry comes out a lot slower for some reason. I don't know why, but it just comes out a lot slower. So I'm now a bit stuck, and I'm thinking, do I need to find like the sweet spot on the mod? Am I missing the load unload symbol? Should something be coming up? But nothing has, and I'm really a little bit dismayed, if I'm honest. Problem is now, because I've filled that tank up completely, I can't even test it, because I thought what I would do is fill up the tanker that I got from Holger and try and fill this from the tanker. I'm just trying to think of all different ways of doing it. That may be my next option. I think if I take this back over to Holger's, empty it at the sell point, then come back empty, nothing is coming up at all for unload, load. Nothing at all. Yeah, so what I'm thinking now, its other option is to fill this tanker from here and then overfill from that tanker into that. It becomes a real, just really annoying, isn't it? This is such a brilliant mod, and I'm so pleased with how it went in, and I was filling it up with slurry, no problem at all using the tanker, and then this doesn't work. Yeah, okay, well, okay, next plan of action then. I'll go and try that, and I'll be back with you. And let's see if we can find a solution to this problem. I need to get a move on, because it's starting, weirdly enough, it's starting to get dark. The lights have all come on. It's only 2:15. It is late autumn, but I need to get off to the Harvest Festival. I need to get into town. There's stuff to do. I need to go and have a pint of Guinness with Alex in the pub. Kick back, relax after a long harvest and a lot of work, and then get myself ready for winter. But I can't do that until this situation is sorted. So that's where I'm off to now. Right, I'm back. That tank is now empty. I'm in the Tatra with the Garant on the back. So what I'm going to try now, that straight away it says start filling. Start filling, and I can choose from whichever one I want to fill it with. So I'm going to put some slurry in. Not a huge amount, that will do, just over 8,000 litres. Now what I'm wondering is, can I come next to this one? What's it called? Overloading, isn't it? I wonder if it'll let me start overloading. So, interestingly then, let's jump back in that. Oh, that's such a palaver, isn't it? But it does work. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. I suppose what I'll have to do, if I speak to Holger and maybe even purchase this off him, I think these are about 25 grand each, I think, something like that. Buy that off of him, have it here, and I can fill that with 60,000 litres. I can fill that tank up on the back of the Holmer here, no problem at all. But then when I need to fill that one up, I just overload from here. Or just overload both of them from here. So I just fill that one up from this tank and then fill both of those up from this instead. It does seem like a lot of mucking around, doesn't it? But it'll work. That's the solution. It's not a perfect one, but it'll do. If I stick 60,000 litres in that at a time and just have it sat there waiting, whenever I need to refill, I come and refill from that, and then when I've gone off and done whatever I'm doing, whenever I get a minute, just come down here, refill the Garant, and I'm good to go again. Yep, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, right, so let's fill this up properly then. Now I know it works. This is the excitement that you tune in for. This is what is happening on the farm at the moment. Slurry, yes please. Come on, I've got places to be. Okay, so is that it? Well, I suppose it's only 21,000 litres, isn't it? That was jolly quick. Yep, it's full. Right, okay. Let's now disconnect that. Reconnect this, which I believe I've already filled up. Oh, it's empty as well. I thought it was full. Refill additional tank? Did I press anything? Don't think I even pressed anything. It just did it. Okay, well that's done. Anyway, so that's both of those sorted. The problem has been resolved. It's not ideal, but it's not bad. I'm thinking as well, I've got an absolute ton of eggs that I haven't done anything with. Right, okay. Well, that's that sorted. I can refill this again then, put this into storage, and then we're okay. What fun and games. And then off we go to the Harvest Festival. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else I need to do. Once I've done all this, just make sure I can start filling from there. I can make sure everything, and I mean everything, is stored away and out of the way, because it's still showing snow for tomorrow. And I do not want that to be any machinery to be left out or in a mess. I will check on the animals again later on. Right, okay. It's early winter. It's just gone midnight. The Harvest Festival celebrations were amazing. I've had a drink or two at the Rock Bottom Brewery restaurant. The Guinness was flowing. The stars are out. It's winter. It is saying it's going to snow. The trees are off the tree. The trees are off the trees? The leaves are off the trees. I'm going to head back to the farm. I'm not driving for obvious reasons. And I want to get back before it starts snowing. That's not to say I won't stop on the way and fell a couple of trees, or 2 or 3 or 100. Who knows? But that's the end of this episode. Winter is upon us. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.